Hi, welcome to Chinese Writing Lesson 1. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the fundamental 6 strokes. Many of you probably have a thorough knowledge of written or spoken Chinese, but there still has to be someone who wishes to learn the basics of this unusual writing. The following tutorial is meant to provide beginners all they need to write Chinese characters. Learning the basic strokes can actually help you memorize Chinese characters. So let's get started. For today's lesson, we're gonna talk about two things. First, we will do some reviews about what we have learned last time. Second, we will do the introductions of the 6 basic strokes. For last lesson, we've covered how to do greetings in Chinese. Okay, please read after me. 早上好 Good morning. 下午好 Good afternoon. 晚上好 Good evening. Thank you very much. So let's get started our today's lesson.
First, let's take a look at this picture. There are a bunch of Chinese characters. You may also have noticed all these letters. So how do Chinese people communicate in writing? The answer is the characters. So for these letters, they are just for pronunciation purpose. Let me take another example. This is my name, right? Hope you guys all know it. But if in China, I write my name like this, nobody's gonna recognize it. So if I am in China, I'm gonna write my name like this. This one is actually my name, and these letters just for pronunciation purpose. Alright, let's continue. This picture is quite interesting because it shows two facts about Chinese characters. The first fact is that the way of writing is actually changing through the time. This is how we write the word of horse in ancient times, and this is how we write it in modern life. And this middle part represents the transitions. The second fact is that Chinese characters are sometimes like images. Do you want to guess what is this word mean? This is the word for fish. Far from being complicated joins, Chinese characters are made out of simple single strokes, all of them variations of only 6 basic ones. All strokes have their own name and are written according to a few rules. So let's get started learning some basic strokes. The first stroke we're gonna take a look at is heng, which means the horizontal stroke. It is written from left to right. Let me show it to you. Okay, this is the heng. Actually, the word for one is written like this. Okay, let's go ahead. The next stroke is shu, which means the vertical stroke. When we write it, we are supposed to write from the top to the bottom, which looks like this. We just learned how to write heng, the horizontal one. It is from the left to the right. The next word I'm gonna introduce to you is the word for 10. So how to write 10 in Chinese? We're gonna do heng first, and then do the shu next, the vertical stroke next. So it looks like this. So far so good, right? Let's continue. The next stroke is pie. We call it downstroke to the left. When we write it, we should write from the top right to the bottom left, which looks like this. I'd like to take the word for 8 as an example here. So how to write 8 in Chinese? We learned the pie, the downstroke to the left one, and do another stroke. Let's turn to next page. Here we go. This is na. We call it downstroke to the right. It is written from the top left to the bottom right, which should looks like this. It sounds interesting. Okay, so for the word to enter, the stroke of na is an important element. we will write to enter like this. It's different from the word of 8. 8 will look like this, but to enter will look like this. Have you found the difference? Sounds good. Let's turn to next page. The next stroke is 点, which means the dot. Do you want to guess how to write it? It is pretty simple one. So we just need to write from the top to the bottom right or left, which should look like this. Okay, do you want to know how to write the word of 6? Okay, actually the word for 6 has 2 dots. The first dot is going to be here, and then we will do the horizontal one, and then we will do the 撇, and this is the second dot. Last but not least, 提, the upward stroke. It is written from the bottom left to the top right, which should look like this. Okay, sounds very easy. Let's try something more complex. For the word of to grasp, how to write it? Please pay attention. Okay, let's do the first little horizontal one first, and then this is a more complex one. We will mention it in the future. And this is the T. Let's finish the rest parts. So this is the word for to grasp. What do you think right now?
If you have any other question, feel free to contact me through email. My email address is xiz815. For our next course, we're gonna talk about stroke order. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you again. Bye.